Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Reindeer Games chat.
Oh, hi! It's episode 5.
It's
Can
the
you believe
second
it?
to last one.
I'm upset.
The 1964 Skylock. I'm upset too because I'm enjoying this.
This has been really, very nice.
I did not expect to be enjoying this as much as we are, but here we are. We're loving it. Let's just soak it all up while we can.
I hope you guys are too. I mean, you know, despite the little pitfalls here and there.
Yeah. Of course, I love regular Big Brother too when it's good. But I'd love to see this come back again too.
Absolutely. Do you think they would? I'm going to say no.
Unless there's another writer's strike, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So last time Joshy was eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Joshy.
Yeah. Back to the challenge.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the last episode before the actual reindeer games.
Right. One more
Games.
house guest, competitor will be leaving before we get to the reindeer games officially.
Well, if you remember last time, Taylor betrayed Nicole.
She had the gut-wrenching decision between Nicole and Xavier, sending one of them to Santa's Showdown. And as we saw, she sent Nicole. And Nicole was not happy about it.
They always pick the bros over the hoes.
But anyway, Nicole let Taylor know, I'm not going to hold this against you because...
You're not?
Well, she said, honestly, it doesn't make sense for her game to keep somebody else like Xavier over Taylor.
I mean, she's right.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to go to the end with the people that she feels she can beat. So it would make sense that she wouldn't, hold a grudge against Taylor in this situation.
Lucky for her.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, too, a lot of them have had to make tough decisions throughout this show. So it doesn't really make sense to be holding grudges.
No. All right, well, Tiffany is
Tiffany!
Santa's elf ambassador.
So happy to see Tiffany back. And she looks fabulous.
She did. She was filling out that suit in all the right places.
What? That's such a weird thing to say.
Well, I mean, she looked good in her suit.
All right.
So,
she got the, sexy elf outfit compared to, Jordan, who had,
the dowdy
mother
of the bride
matronly
outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the MOB.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, this time you have to qualify for your spot in the reindeer games. You're not necessarily eliminated.
Right.
You have to qualify. There's actually 4 rounds this time instead of 3.
Yeah.
I know, and they did this all in an hour.
All in one episode.
Whoa.
What?
Why'd they waste so much time in those other episodes?
Yeah, I mean, we're... I just said I mean twice in a row. We're not seeing tons of strategy on these episodes, so they're able to fit in, competition, a few diary rooms here and there. Mm-hmm. So... I get that, but, still impressive to get 4 in there. What?
Yeah.
This first one, this Naughty or Nice, was super quick, so I'm sure that helped as well.
All right, so the first Naughty or Nice was poor little Elfie Buble.
Oh, Elfie Buble!
He was gonna be canceled.
His Christmas special.
Aww.
I freaking love Michael Bublé, so I was all about this.
Perfect P. All right, so Elfie Buble apparently was locked up in Santa's office.
He locked himself in there because he was upset that his special was canceled.
So it had some weird-ass key that looked like double wieners, kind of.
Well, what was it? There were 2 notches on the top and 4 on the bottom?
Yes, that's 2 wieners on a row.
Here you go.
2 wieners on a wire.
Yes. So they had to run around the house and find the correct key to unlock Santa's office.
But first they had to run up to look at the lock.
Right.
To see what the key looked like.
Right.
And wow, miracle of miracles. Nicole found the key.
They didn't waste much time here. They got straight to the point. Nicole found it.
Found the key.
Yes. And she let Elfie out. And he was like, oh, I'm not canceled? How about a little song?
How about a little ditty?
Yeah, so he went over to the piano. He performed Oh Christmas Tree. Wonderful.
What about the German verses, Elfie?
You know what's funny? As a kid, I think along with a lot of other kids, I used to get O Tannenbaum and O Canada mixed up. Oh Canada, oh Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a common thing, right? They're 2 different songs. But anyway, Love you, Canada. This was a wonderful rendition.
It's not the same.
It's not. I know it's not. But as a kid,
oh,
I know. Go ahead.
My home and native land.
Yes, but as a kid, it's all one song.
Okay. All right. Well, she found the key. He performed.
Everybody's drooling over this Elfie Buble.
He was pretty good.
He was a great singer, yeah.
He was pretty good.
He was on the keys.
Was he the same guy from the first episode?
I don't know.
Not the first episode, the second episode.
The one that got dumped?
Yeah.
No, that was a different dude.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was a different dude, but...
All those elves look the same to me.
Whoa! It's offensive. But anyway,
Just kidding.
This performance would come back later, so hopefully everybody was paying attention to that. Well, we find out that there's going to be 2 Jingle Bell brawls for this episode. Like we said, there's 4 total competitions, so 2 Jingle Bell brawls.
This is crazy.
Yeah. And the winners...
But it gets crazier.
The winners of these brawls will advance directly to the Reindeer Games.
So they qualify.
Yeah, they're going to qualify for the Reindeer Games. And as the winner of this Naughty and Nice challenge, Nicole has a big decision to make here.
Yeah. She is actually able to sit somebody out of one of the brawls.
Oh my God!
So they have 50% less of a chance of winning.
Right, because they're only going to have that one opportunity besides Santa Showdown if they find themselves in that.
That's right.
But that's pretty big. I mean, it could help her chances to make it through. It could hurt somebody else's. So the Naughty and Nice power was all wrapped into one move this week. Or not this week, this day.
All right. Well, the first Jingle Bell Brawl was all about tasting gross ass, blended up concoctions.
What do you do if you're vegan? Do you just sit this one out and be like, I'm not doing this?
I don't know. Would they
make a vegan version?
I don't know.
They would have to make everyone's vegan.
Yeah.
You know, it'd have to be vegan or nothing. Or somebody just takes a penalty and sits out.
Was anybody vegan or a vegetarian? Because there was like meat and fish in those all.
I remember Frankie being pescatarian when he was on.
Well, I guess that went out the window.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But,
so there was 7 concoctions.
Bleh.
And you have to figure out, like, it's made out of, like, 5 things, and you have to they leave one of the ingredients out, and you have to figure out what
they
the other
told you
ingredient
4
was.
of the ingredients, and then you had to figure out what the last one was.
So after Nicole found out what the challenge was, I'm sure it didn't matter, but she sat out Xavier.
I think she was going to do that no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So she was figuring, like, I don't want this guy at the end because he's a strong competitor and she wants the best chance she can get to win.
She wants all weeks at the end.
Yeah. Basically.
I can't blame her.
That's what you're going for, right? So Xavier is sitting this one out, and honestly, I would have been happy to be sitting this one out too because it was disgusting.
Yeah. So she is gagging away. Every time she takes a drink, she's like, bleh, bleh. Get out the bar bag.
I don't blame her. This is so gross. And they didn't have to just blindly guess what the missing ingredient was. They had a list.
They had a menu to choose from.
Yeah. So they had some options there. But there was like all sorts of nasty ingredients. Sardinos. Squid.
You had to...
I did not appreciate that little squid garnish.
No. Was it
That
plastic
made me sad.
or was it real?
I don't know. Taylor just threw it on the floor. I hope that wasn't real. It's really sad.
It didn't look like a real squid.
I hope you're right.
Because I've seen real squid, and I don't remember them looking like that. They have a weird wiener-shaped head.
There was a turkey sandwich one. There were all sorts.
Yeah, but now I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Is that all mixed with, like, actual eggnog, too?
No, I don't think so. No.
Well, what was the, like, blending agent?
Maybe just water.
Maybe. I don't know. It looked thick, though. Like, it could have been with eggnog.
I don't think so. Anyway, took issue with, like, one of the choices was fish fillet.
Yeah.
And one was sardines.
They also had, at one point, wasn't it, like, green beans and, like, pea pods? That's pretty close, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah. Brittany was terrible at this.
Oh, she had 0 points.
0 points.
Which equals 0% chance of winning.
Yeah.
But Taylor won.
Taylor ran away with it at the end. She was doing great. And she qualified.
She knows her gross foods.
Yeah, she qualified. She got that refined palate. She's going to the Reindeer Games on her own merit. So congrats to her.
Now here's the really, really big power this week. Taylor actually gets a special power, and that is to pick the person that she wants to save and bring to pre-qualify for the Reindeer Games with her.
Whoa! Yeah, so she gets to pick one person to join her. They don't have to compete to get there. They just get to go. Right.
That's pretty crazy. That's like some Survivor voodoo there.
Who's making fire and who's going to the final two.
Exactly.
So, everybody's getting in their chat time with Taylor.
Oh my God, is she going to pick Xavier?
I mean, after last time, I was nervous.
It wouldn't make sense for her to pick him.
It really wouldn't, because you wouldn't want to pick Xavier or Frankie.
Right.
Right? You don't want them.
But you can only not pick one.
Right. So, it was pretty much down to either Brittany or Nicole. And Taylor ends up picking Nicole. She's like, you know what? You did me a solid by not holding a grudge. Also, I think there was some strategy involved there. I saw on Twitter, I don't remember what she said, but she was explaining why she picked Nicole over Brittany.
Redeemed.
Yes. I think part of it was, like, wanting someone in the Reindeer Games who could potentially help her to beat either Frankie or Xavier, whichever one was going to be there. I don't know, something like that. Did I just make that up?
Maybe.
I think that's along the lines of what she said, though.
All right, well, let's talk about the second Jingle Bell Brawl.
Okay.
This was your old get in the booth.
Booth competition.
Don't look to your right or to your left, because
lock in those answers.
You can't copy anybody's work here. You can't cheat like Frankie Grande did on that other challenge.
Well, these questions were all about the musical performances.
What?
I was wondering why they had so many musical performances, but now it makes sense. Also, I guess it's a holiday show, so they were like, let's have some music.
Let's have some carols. And
I thought it was fun.
And you know what? These are all non-copyright, so we're saving money.
Yeah. So, they had quite a few performances to pull from here for questions. And Tiffany said, like, this is from the last 2 weeks, so it seems like they did not film a day and a day. You know what I mean? Like, it took more time, which makes sense, because
it's not like they penned them all up and said, all right, you're sequestered.
Yeah.
And I kind of noticed, too, that Nicole's zit kind of miraculously got a lot better. And I don't think that happened overnight.
Yeah, so that makes sense. I mean, they have to leave time to do diary rooms and whatever, feed people, so it makes sense. But when I heard 2 weeks at first, I was like, wait, 2 weeks? What?
I've only been watching this a week.
Yeah. So anyway,
exactly.
Xavier was really bad at this. He was not taking notes during the performances.
He's not great at comps.
I mean, it just seems like he's always the smallest bit better than the last place person. You know what I mean? Like, so he keeps moving on. But he's not, like, overall great at competitions, in my opinion, and yours either. He was not good at this.
He had one sucky point.
I think by the end he had 2, but...
Okay. It was between Frankie and Brittany.
Yes, they were tied at one point, but then Brittany got one wrong, and Frankie pulled ahead, and Frankie was able to secure the win.
Right.
So he's going to the Reindeer Games. He was crying.
Oh my God! It's like he was accepting an Oscar.
I mean, it seems like that a lot of the time.
Where's my cry angle?
Yeah.
All right, so now Frankie is safe, Nicole is safe, and Taylor is safe.
Right.
So that means it's coming down to the 2 losers.
Xavier and Brittany will, by default, be facing off in Santa's Showdown. One of them goes to the Reindeer Games, and one of them goes home. Goes to home.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of the person who made the billboards, but...
Krampus.
Krampus, right.
I can't believe they got Krampus in here.
Yeah. Well, they gotta have a wet blanket in there.
They're covering all of their bases. That's like a horror thing.
Is it?
Yeah, Krampus is a horror thing.
Oh.
But damn.
All right, so
There's something for everybody.
He's got some nasty the rumors on his bulletin boards.
He's defaced some billboards. And it's up to Xavier and Brittany to knock these billboards down block by block and then rebuild a nice billboard with the remnants.
Would you say that wasn't a zip line that they were on?
They were calling it a zip line.
Were they?
Yeah.
Because it was more of like just a dangle thing.
Well, I guess it was a zip line in that they had to go like down it a bit.
Oh, right.
Because the billboards were like, so you had to go
yeah.
past them all. But you really had to use your momentum and kind of use this like
Swing.
pendulette motion in order to knock down these blocks.
Yeah.
And
Brittany sucked at this big time.
She was really having a tough time getting started here.
She was height challenged.
It wasn't just her height though. She wasn't doing it right.
Oh.
You know, Xavier knew I have to get like a swinging motion going here so that I can knock these down, and he did it quickly.
He's also taller and heavier.
Yeah,
and
he definitely had an advantage.
She's like a
there.
little butterfly.
The beginning of this competition was very difficult to watch because it just seemed like it was going to be a blowout, not close at all.
A diaper blowout?
Yes, poop up the back.
Oh no! Up to the neck?
Yeah. So Xavier was way in the lead, and then
the stupidity set in.
Then he got to his puzzle.
Yeah.
And his struggle was mostly just in finding the puzzle pieces because there were only certain pieces that were
double-sided
eligible for the puzzle.
Right.
So while he is struggling to find them, Brittany is getting instructions from the peanut gallery.
Do it this way. Kick.
Go the other way and get the momentum. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So they're telling her what to do, and she's like, oh.
Okay.
Because for a while, she was kind of just doing the same thing over and over again, and it wasn't working. So then,
and that's the definition of insanity.
Correct. So once she gets going, it's like, oh, she could actually like maybe do this.
Maybe I could beat Xavier.
Yeah. So for a while, it looked like she was actually gonna maybe catch up. She started working on her puzzle.
Right.
She's finding all those pieces.
She said she was a puzzle whiz.
Yeah, and I mean we can see that she almost caught up to Xavier. He just had so much of a head start though that there was just no way. So.
Do you think he saw that, like, oh, let me make this a little dramatic? And because it kind of seemed like he was butt on the carpet.
I think he was just struggling.
Oh.
I think he was struggling. So, yeah, at one point
Brittany didn't give up, and I was hopeful that she was going to be able to pull it off.
I was proud of her for not giving up.
She didn't.
But there was one point where Xavier had, like, 1 or 2 blocks left, and she still, it looked like, had quite a few. So. Yeah. He was able to find those blocks. Xavier won the Santa Showdown again, which means he's going to the Reindeer games, and Brittany is going home.
Oh, she got crapped out.
Not Brittany.
But she did get to choose the last present, and the last present was full of a pair of dirty underpants and some socks.
Classic Christmas gifts, right? I'd be happy to get underwear and socks for Christmas.
It depends on the underwear.
Yeah, I wouldn't want men's underwear, but like some nice Target underwear, I'll take it.
Why is Target the only store, well, besides Victoria's Secret, where all of the ladies' underwear is picked through and all of the men's underwear is sealed up in a package?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot to think about. But
I don't know, but the final show is Thursday, and I'm sad.
I'm sad too. I don't want it to end.
I wish I had another week of this at least.
Yeah. Maybe like after Christmas though.
Do you think we will get a February Big Brother situation?
No. I think we would have heard about it by now. And then like Big Brother Canada starts in March, so I don't think there's going to be time for another Big Brother US. But I'm happy that we got what we did because it's been a joy, honestly, to watch, to cover. So I'm thankful.
I wish they would bring it back every year now.
I know, right? It's a nice little holiday treat.
I mean, it would be very nice if we had a nice season of normal Big Brother where it ends in September.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of time off, and then they're like, oh, holiday treat. Let me dangle.
Yeah.
And, oh, look, 2-3 weeks of some Super Mario
All-Star
mini-games.
Legends, whatever. Yeah, it is like the mini games for sure.
Yeah.
So, here we are, loving it.
Who knew?
But just a reminder, we're down to the final four. Frankie, Brittany, Taylor, and Xavier. They will all be facing off in the reindeer games.
Which means,
let's check up on our draft, yeah. Let's see what we got.
well,
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
that's one more off on me. My only chance of winning is Xavier.
Okay.
You still have Frankie and Taylor in the race. And honestly, I'm rooting for Nicole.
I kind of am too.
She's on neither of our radars. Radar online.
Yeah, I would not have guessed that I would be rooting for Nicole at this point.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed her on the series.
Mm-hmm.
She's been so, like, wholesome and...
humbled.
Yeah, I do feel like she's humbled in a way.
Do you think it's because...
she had a kid?
And a husband?
Maybe.
She's not on the prowl for some...
couple tries. Well, she was annoying on All Stars, and she was with Victor at that point. I don't know. I think having a kid has changed her a bit, so...
maybe.
I don't know. But I'm rooting for her at this point. But honestly, I'd be happy with any of them winning for the most part.
Well, you have to be because you have no control over it.
We have no choice.
All right.
So,
there
yeah.
you have it.
I gotcha. So thank you all so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let us know who you want to win and who do you think will win. So
who do you think will win?
I feel like Frankie has just been so dominant in a lot of these competitions. So
I think it's a definite possibility.
I think he's got a good shot. But I don't know. Could be anybody. Because these competitions, we're not used to this. We're not used to everyone having a fair shot at winning. So, I really don't know.
Keep your fingers crossed. It's Nicole.
Well, we'll see. So, thanks again. And until Thursday when we'll be live.
Oh, live 15
live
minutes
after the episode.
The show.
Yep. Until then, much love.